Hello, friends. Glenda Ballett here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. Yay, I'm hoping this works. So it is after the April the 22nd when Facebook did their whole big change for streaming into Facebook groups. And this is the first time I've tried to do this. So it seems to be working. I'm just going to pop over to Facebook just so I can make sure I'm live over there. It says I am, but I don't trust anything. Okay, it looks like I'm live. Yay, awesome. So now back here. The only thing is, hi Renee, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see comments because it said that I'm not going to be able to see comments. So if I'm there, I can't see comments. It says I have 3. Oh, there's the comments. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give this a try. I'm just going to cover that up. I'm going to go over here. And I have Renee, Connie, and Wendy. Yay, we have people. That's awesome. Oops. Oops. I just have to make sure I don't. Hey, Holly. This is going to be a learning experience, people. I have no idea. Okay. Let's go. We're going to make a card tonight while this thing is working. So if you're watching live, give me a thumbs up or something if the sound is okay and the picture is okay and you can see like we normally do. Because sometimes I can't. Okay, I'm not going to be able to tell when a new comment comes in. So if I go over here and hit this, maybe I can watch this way. Nope, not that. I'm sorry, people. This is going to be painful until I get this up and running normally. Thanks, Holly. And Connie gave me a thumbs up. Okay. So I can see the comments on Facebook, but they're not coming through to StreamYard, which is bizarre to me. Okay. I just shut those comments down now. Okay. 2 thumbs up. All is good. Hi, Eddie. Hi, Wendy. Hello, Jackie. Yay. Okay. So let me switch around because you don't need to see me anymore. Remember, I said on Monday that I had card kits to give away. I have 9 of them. They're 2 different card kits. So this is why I couldn't take reservations for the kits on Monday because you need to choose which one you want. So there we go. We got A and B, and I'll tell you all about those at the end. So don't let me forget. Hi, Janet. Hi, Nadine. Okay, so here's the card we're going to make tonight. Oh, my heart be still. Look at the colors and the bling on this card. Look. So there is no bling on this card. It's all the die cut. So I've used a bunch of new products on this card. And I discovered something that is truly exciting. Remember when I discovered this little bottle? Revolutionized. Hi, Pat. Revolutionized putting Tombow on. Well, I have a trick for Memento that's going to revolutionize your application of Memento ink. And I'll get to that in one moment. So tonight I'm using Petunia Pop and Summer Splash. They're new in colors coming the 1st of May. Hi, Carmen. Aw, thanks, ladies. Aw, you guys are so nice. Okay, so brand new colors available now to demonstrators coming the 1st of May. Then I'm using the In Color Glimmer Paper in Summer Splash. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I've got adhesive sheet on the back of that just to make life a little bit easier. And I'm going to use Layers of Beauty. So this is a bundle, but it's a 3-piece bundle. Well, technically it's a 7-piece bundle. So you have the stamp set, and this is the big image that we're going to stamp in color. Now, Nadine was asking a question about that card that I posted, I think it was today, that was silver and white, and they had embossed it in silver. And I'm going to see if I can figure out. She asked, how can they emboss it and die cut just that one flower? And I'll show you in a half a sec. Then there is 5 stencils. And I've numbered them because the numbers are there, but they're really difficult to see. So I decided that I was going to put big stickers on, because if I can't see them, I know my customers are going to have issues. And it doesn't matter in which order you do them. What matters is this little notch that's here on the edge, and that's how you can tell where to line things up. But let me give you a caution before we go any further. These are delicate. They don't rip, they will bend and fold. So I've already had an issue with that part of this number 2 because I wasn't careful when I was cleaning it. And then there's flower centers and 2 for the leaves. So there's that. And then there's the dies. And I'm also going to be using the new Thoughtful Wishes dies, and they're coming the 1st of May as well, because this die, I tell you, I am in love with just this die. So once I get my stamp stamped, we'll see. Does that make sense? My stamp stamped? There's not many supplies to this card. There's a white card base. There's 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. Put that there. There's 5 1/4 by 4 for the outside, and then there's 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 to do the stamping on. And then I have a piece that is 3/8 by 4 inches for the sentiment. And like I said, there's no bling on here. It's just the paper, right? Okay, who has this bundle already? I know a few of you do. So I'm going to be using the color combination, that Petal Pink and Summer Splash, the same as I did for this one. And then somewhere along the way, I'm going to go live in the Creative Escapes. I think it's tomorrow night, and we're going to do a different color combination. So if you are part of my Creative Escapes group, go over there. And I think I might have posted what colors should we use. It might be here, but go over to Creative Escapes and I'll put a post in there for color combination suggestions for tomorrow night, because that's going to be more playing than making a card. This one, we're going to make a whole card. Oh, people have it. Kat has it. Wendy's ordered it. Jackie has it. And Connie has it. Oh, man. It is simply stunningly gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to put stuff up here. I didn't show you the inside, so I used a little flower and the leaf on the inside, and then on the envelope as well. Now, get all this out of the way. I have the 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, and we might as well do the coloring first, right? So let me grab. I'm going to move my card because I don't want to get ink all over it. And I'm bringing in another grid paper. So what I do is I take a little bit of temporary tape, put it on the back, and then tape my cardstock down so it doesn't scoot around. Oh, Nadine's is on the way too. Yay! Okay, so remember I said at the beginning about revolutionizing Memento ink application? I was talking to my friend Karen in Arizona, and I think her last name is pronounced Buchikas or Bochikas. Anyway, she's Karen B to me. And she said that one of her team members told her about putting Memento ink on one of our basic white uninked ink pads. And it has revolutionized her way of using Memento ink. It's like, what now? So I had to order one because I was putting an order in that very, very day. And I ordered myself one. Now, just to let you know, they are out of stock right now until the middle of May. So don't go rushing off right now to order one. When you order these ink pads, they come uninked, and then you get the white ink to add to them. So they're completely dry and they are completely uninked. And I just inked it up with a whole bunch of Memento. Connie, why didn't you tell me? I was like, where have I been all this time? I don't understand. Anyways, when you ink it up, these pads foam the re-inker a lot. Like I took pictures and I'm going to post them at some point so you can see what I mean. But there was a lot of foaming happened, and you just have to work it into the ink pad because our current ink re-inkers have defoamers in them to go with the foam ink pad. But Memento doesn't because you're not supposed it's not made to put on these. So it's just I did told you not to over ink it like I know, Connie. I know. Anyways, I over inked it, but I was able to just with perseverance and a light touch, I managed to mash it all in, so I didn't end up with any extra. And I'm going to use it tonight. Maybe I'm going to use it tonight. But I wanted to show you. So here is the same stamp. These are stamped with the foam pad. This is stamped with the regular Memento pad. There is quite a difference. And all I did was tap, tap, tap 3 times. This one, I had to do the twist and shout method, that I do, and you still don't get it dark enough. This is going to be amazing. So tonight we are test running. We are test running the new pad. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm in love, let me tell you. And of course it says white all over the place, but I just took my label maker and put a label there and on the front. So I'm just lightly tapping, just like I would one of our regular pads. Make sure there's lots of ink on it because this is a really big stamp. Now, if you have a Stamparatus, use your Stamparatus. Because if you have at any issues with your hands, these big stamp blocks are tough if you have arthritis of any kind. Okay, there's that. Now I have this sneaky little thing that my friend Sharon gave me many years ago before she passed away, and it's perfect for this big block. But if you've got your Stamparatus, just use that. And I don't know why I didn't use it, but anyways, this will work. Give it a good going over. Okay, you ready? It does have a tendency to leave your polymer stamps with a bit of a darker color. Oh, I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. Look at this. Just look. Can you see this? Can you see how nice and dark that got? Just with one pass. Ladies and gentlemen, I am in love. Hang on. I have to put my paper under here so it quits wiggling on me. Look at this. It's stunning. Okay, I'm moving on. So if you live local and you want me to order one of those pads when I get back from Mexico, let me know and I will. Okay, so we're going to, I didn't get my blending brushes out. Hang on. Gonna get up. I prefer to use the little ones for these. Did you see my cute little my cute little thing that I have all my blending brushes in. I got it on Amazon. It's a makeup brush holder and it's got layers in there. Can you see the layers? And it's got a twisty thing, so it goes around and around. Just to mention, yeah, it's good to know that, Connie. Thank you. Jackie says she stamped hers with basic beige and yeah, I've seen that done. I haven't seen yours, Jackie, but I've seen that done and holy man, it just makes it a little bit softer. No, it makes it a lot softer. It's like no line stamping. Okay, so I'm lining this up and I'm taking my time because the more time you spend lining your image up, the better it's going to be. So you pay attention to the center of those little flowers because you want to cover up that entire center. And then I'm paying attention to the outline of this flower and I'm not worrying about the rest of it. Now, one thing I did not do is get some Post-it paper to hold it in place. So just let me get a little bit more of that because I want to be able to hold it in place without it going all over the place. And I want to put it over top of the paper as well. There. So now I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to draw that V. And that's going to tell me where to put the V for the next 4 layers. What pad were? Oh, Lena. I bought one of the basic white uninked ink pads and inked it with Memento ink. Yeah, go back and watch the beginning. I explained it all. It is amazing. It's revolutionized the whole inking thing. Okay, now I've got this in the wrong spot because it needs to be over further. Hang on, don't go anywhere. There we go. Because I forgot I have to put my ink pads here. So I gotta move this. There we go. All right. So I'm going to ink up with Petunia Pop. And I'm going to do a light coloring. I don't want it to be too dark because this is the background color. And I'm using the little brush because it gives you better control over getting in on around those little itty bitty flower bits. And I'm just doing a lightish background. I don't want too much color in there. Now, if you're using different colors, then it doesn't matter. But your first layer needs to be a lighter layer. And tomorrow night in the Creative Escape, we're going to play with this and we're going to figure out some different color combinations. So make sure you're part of my Creative Escapes group. Okay, got layer 1 is on. Now, I'm going to close that because, they have a tendency to the ink has a tendency to jump out and go everywhere. So I'm going to take this layer off and be careful because this now has pink ink all over it and it will not dry. So it'll be wet until you wash it. Now I'm going to take layer number 2, and then put my notch up here where I notched that. And that will give me a starting point. And then once again, I'm going to look at the center of those flowers and line up the rest of it. So this is not doing the whole background this time. This is just going to be doing this little bit towards the center. Okay. And I always make sure I stick that down properly. Oh, laminating grid paper would be amazing, Wendy. I should do that. Okay, so now this one's going to be a bit darker, but not full strength yet because we still have a 3rd layer to put on here. And you just add your color on top. And I'm pushing, when I did the first layer, I was not pushing hardly at all on the top of this. This one I'm pushing a little bit harder because it's going to be a bit darker. But you still don't want to do the full strength thing because we still have a third layer to put on there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to try that. Take it up to Staples and get it laminated. That's a really good idea. Okay, so there's layer number 2, and you see that has added darker color in there. Now that's going way over there where I'm not going to get it all over everything. Now we're going to put the very center of the flowers. First of all, start with the little cutout there. Line up the center of the flowers and put our tape on here. And now I'm going to go straight from the ink pad onto the image because I want this to be really super, super, super dark. So I'm going straight in and I'm doing a lot of pushing. And this is why I'm using the little one, because it's easier to get in those little tiny holes with the little one, the smaller blending brush rather than the big one. Okay, and one little more here. And are you ready for the great reveal? It's a little spot there that's avoiding the color. Are you ready for the great reveal? Okay, I got to go back and read comments. Hang on. Connie says you should laminate a sheet. Had that done, but I have a tendency to still use a glass mat when blending. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I forget about my glass mat. It wipes off so easy. Yeah, you know. These are all really good suggestions, and I truly appreciate you sharing them. And I'm sure everybody else as well. It's not just me that likes these ideas, it's everybody else that watches live or catches the replay or watches on my YouTube video. There we go. So I'll lift this up and show it to you up close. So there it is. So the first layer was really light, then I got a little bit darker with the second one, and then I got super dark with the third one. And let's bring, it will dry a little bit lighter when the ink dries, but you don't have to do these flowers with different colors of ink because you can use the same ink just in different depths. Okay, so this is the leaf one, and I moved it so I can't use that thing up there now because, you know, I picked it up and set it down again. So I'll mark it for the next one. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to go in with the Summer Splash. Isn't that gorgeous, Wendy? Okay, Summer Splash. And I'm going to do the same thing, a really light layer of color to start with to do the background. Now, you can go crazy with this because the plastic is protecting the rest of your work. So it is not going to put ink on anywhere that is covered with the plastic. So if you want to do this, you can do that. And I'm saying don't put pressure on it, and then I put pressure on it. That's okay. Still got lots of, there's only 2 layers on the leaves. And when you're doing them, just make sure you don't only go in one direction, because then you need to get up on those corners. And to do that, you need to go counterclockwise or clockwise as well as counterclockwise. It just helps you get coverage of all the different colors or all of the area. Ooh, over here, I missed all these little itty bitty things. There we go. All right, layer 1 of Summer Splash. Okay, so in the comments, tell me if, first of all, if you have the new in colors and what your favorite 1 or 2 are. I'm using my favorites tonight. Summer Splash and Petal Petunia Pop, followed really closely by Pretty in Pink. Okay, I didn't mark that notch before I took this off. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to line up, but it's not difficult. It just takes more time because you don't have a starting point. There we go. Okay, now we'll put our paper on there. Ooh, nobody's answering my question. Are you too intent on what I'm doing? Okay, second layer of Summer Splash, and this one is going to be really dark. So I'm going to go straight from the pad onto here and put a little bit of pressure on there because you want it to be dark. You want to put a light layer down overall and then add the highlights in a darker. And remember, once again, to go clockwise and then counterclockwise, just so you get in all the nooks and crannies. And I see comments are coming in, but I'm busy coloring, so you're going to have to wait till I stop coloring to read them. Oh my God, I love these two colors together. They make my heart not only happy, but my heart is singing because I just love these colors. Okay, and then I'm going to go back over top and go both ways just to make sure I've got all the nooks and crannies. There we go. Okay, let's see. Mine are all Wendy says mine are all coming, but I think it will be Petunia. Connie she has the colors, but not had a chance to work. Oh, Connie. How sad. Don't you hate it when work gets interferes with life? Pat says she has them. She loves Pretty in Pink and Shy Shamrock. Jackie likes Peach Pie and Summer Splash. Holly says, I think my favorite is Summer Splash. Eddie just got the in colors, but have not had much time with them. Oh, when you sit down to use them, you're going to want to make sure you have lots of time to play. Because once you start, you don't want to stop. Ta-da! Oh, I missed a whole thing there. Uh-oh. Okay, I got to go back in here. I missed a whole area. Oh, with the other one. Hey. Nadine says Petunia Pop. Okay. So, oh, it's pink. Uh-oh. I wonder which one it is. It's not that one. It's this one. And see, if you miss something, you just go back and redo it. Now I'm going to hold this in place and hope it works. Give it some color. Here we are. Uh-oh. And see, I didn't have it protected, but that's okay because I'm die cutting this anyways. Aw, thanks. See how gorgeous that is? I'll turn it this way so you can see it full screen. Isn't that amazing? I love it. Now I'm going to take that temporary tape off the back because if I run that through my machine, it tends to stick to the cutting plates and that's not a good thing. Okay, I'll take that out. And we're going to get, first of all, let's die cut the whole thing. And then we will experiment and see what happens with this flower. Because there is a die that cuts out just that flower. And I didn't know that until we were planning our cards for the Summer Creative Escape, and Kathy did one using just that one flower. And I said to her, where did you get that flower? And she said, well, there's a die that cuts it out. It was one of those aha moments. I didn't realize that. So I was pretty excited. I'm using a lot of Post-it notes because I don't want this lovely thing to move because I've already colored it. Now, if I was smart, I would have die cut it first. Oh, Connie just realized it yesterday. Oh, good. I'm not the only one then. Okay, so I'm going to cut this whole one out. Now, do you want me to grab another piece of white and cut out just the little one? Because I can do that. I can grab another piece of white and we can stamp the stamp and cut out just the little one. Look at this. Oh, it is just spectacularly gorgeous. Oh, Pat, what an amazing idea. She said she popped her flower up. Now, did you stamp it a second time, Pat? Or did you just die cut the one out that you stamped the first time? Because you could do it either way, right? So this is going to cut this right like that. Now, Nadine's question was, how can they do that if it's all interconnected? But if you look, the black lines, see right there, the black lines do not connect to the flower. They are only connecting with the color. So if I was not to color this first, if I was to not color this first, then when I die cut this, anything that is not attached by the black is not going to show, right? So you're going to cut it out there and it's not going to show the black. So okay, so remind me when before I'm done, because I want to get this card done and then I will stamp that, die cut it, etc., etc. Okay, so let's bring the card back in so we don't forget what it looks like. And oh, look, that's so pretty. I'm going to cut 2 of these. And then if you see here, these extra little pieces are what cuts out of there, and I just use them to fill in the holes. So I'm going to die cut this, and then I'm going to save the pieces that come out. And I just left this hole just for ease of putting the adhesive sheet on the back of it. I didn't have to cut the adhesive sheet. Oh, Nadine, yes. Play with it with Versamark and silver on white. That card that I shared was stunningly beautiful. And I'm sure I will create it at some point, but right now I don't have the time. I'm trying to get things ready for Sunday. Actually, we're trying to get things ready for tomorrow because hubby leaves tomorrow for the north. He gets grandchildren time without me because he's going up there to help our son look after the kids while the daughter-in-law and I are off playing in Mexico. Okay, so I'm just cutting the second one out. There we are. Now, I put one of these really close to where I sit now, so I'm actually remembering to use it sometimes. But of course, it doesn't really matter for this because I have adhesive sheet on there, so it's not popping itself out. Okay, so now I'm going to keep this here because I want to save some of these pieces. And pop this out of the main sheet. And see, most of it is staying in there, but by using this foam sheet, they're going to stick to it, and I don't have to worry about them sticking to my paper. Help! Okay, the little ones I can get rid of. And I didn't use the ones that have little divots in them. Okay. And then to get the little teeny tiny ones out, I just put them onto my finger like this and lift so that they come out. Now, a lot of these are going to be covered anyways. That'll do. Okay. Now we'll get rid of these little pieces on my fingers. Okay, there's one. And now we'll do the second one. Pop that off the liner. So some of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are already down in Mexico. And we started to post pictures. And I'm so excited. We're not going down ahead of time. Well, we are, but we're not going to the resort ahead of time. We have to go down on Sunday instead of Monday because we can't get there in time on Monday. So my poor son, my poor local son, I asked him to take me to the airport, which is an hour and a half away, and I have to be there by 5 o'clock. So you know what time we have to leave home? It's like, oh, dark, oh my goodness, 100. Silicone mat, yeah. The silicone mat will work too. I just had this here. Okay, so now we're going to put this on, and I'm going to first of all figure out which way I had it on here. This one, that one goes on this way. Right? Like that. And I'm not worried about it sticking over because I'm going to put it onto a card front, so it'll be fine. And then this one, going to go on here, like that. Now, let me get my card front, make sure that it's still going to fit on the card. I have to lift that one up just a tad. Now, this is going to go on here like that. And because I moved that now, I'm not seeing enough of it. So let's just reposition that a little bit more outside. And then that's going to go on there like that. That's better. Okay, so now I'm going to take a block. I'm just going to go over top of it and burnish it down to my card front. And that helps stop it from lifting. You could just get a little bit better adhesion by doing that. And there's a little extra piece hanging out in there that's not going to be there. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to take these pieces and I'm just going to put them, that one I think might be a bit big, maybe not. I just like to use these little pieces, you know, sometimes the little pieces add a little bit of zhuzh. Now, don't forget that there's a lot in here too that we can use. They're still hanging out there. So I did that side. Now I'm going to pull that one. Oh, look at, there's a good one. Let's use that one. And one more, this fat one. And there's lots more there to play with without having to use the ones with divots in them. There. And then when we put this on, okay, this one's not going to be showing, so we'll move that one because that's underneath where I put the flower. We'll just stick it over here. And grab another one. You can get a bit carried away. That is Thoughtful Wishes dies. Norma, thank you, Holly, for answering that question. And happy birthday, Norma. It is Norma's birthday today. Okay, I need dimensionals, and I'm going to use the big ones because we've got a lot of area to cover. Then I'll go back in with some little ones and use them strategically. Yeah, this Thoughtful Wishes dies. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm doing all this and it's not popped up. Am I going to be able to get these? What's it going to look like if I pop it up? Oh, well, I guess it's popped up. This one's flat and the sentiment is popped. Apparently, this card's going to be different. Who knew? Yes, happy birthday, Norma. I hope you got to go out for dinner and you didn't have to cook and you didn't have to work. Hopefully you didn't have to work today on your birthday. I'm just going to get some thin strips here to do in the little areas. There. Yeah, you're right, Nadine. No two cards are the same. I might just end up popping both of them, right? Okay, there we go. We've got our dimensionals on. Now I'm going to put this onto my card. Oops, just about knocked my water bottle over. Put this onto my card front. Oops. So we had rain today. I was so excited to wake up to rain. I lost my card brace, there it is. Because we have not had rain in a very long time. And we are sadly lacking in the rain department right now. Okay, now I don't remember which way this is supposed to go up. Sure, that'll do. And we've had rain all last night, off and on all day today. And we need to have about 5 or 6 more days like that too. Oh, Renee had frost this morning. Yeah, we had frost for the past week and a half in the mornings. And then the other night, 2 nights ago, it was 10 degrees when I went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I knew change was coming in the weather. But the full moon is over now, which is why it warmed up. Okay. Mhm. Just about got them off. The only problem with using this many dimensionals is you've got to take off that many liners. Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay. Now this is going to go here like that. Oh, I might have to put another. You have to be careful that you don't put this over top of or outside your card. I got to fill it in there. Do I have another piece I can use? Oh, it's pretty. Oh, so pretty. Oh, those two are the same, so let's put that one upside down. There, you'll never know. There. What do you think? Should I put Wink of Stella on it? Because that's the only bling. The background and the Wink of Stella. I didn't put any other bling. I'm trying to get my sentiment and it's not working. Oh, Nadine says it was 86 in Houston today. Oh my gosh, Nadine, that's awesome. Okay. I don't think this is straight on here. Let me just take it off and put it on again. Aw, thanks, ladies. You make my heart smile, just like this card does. Okay, why is that so crooked? That's better. Oh, except smile is on a downhill slope. You make my heart smile. Oh, I just love how dark this is. Winky. Winky. Okay, so I just angled the edges. Now, I've showed you this trick before, how you get your angles at the same angle. Cut one side, then take the piece you cut off, go to the other side. Oh, look, I've got ink all over my fingers. And line it up. See, I've got it going in the same direction. And hold it on there and use it as a template to cut the second time. Oh, look how close I went. Oh, well. And you get your angles at the same angle. You make my heart smile. I'm not going to pop this up. Let's move this. Let's move this. I do like it right there, though. Yep. Okay. And some Stampin' Seal on there. We'll put this on. Oops. Wait. Have to make sure that that doesn't hang off over the edge of the card. Is it straight? You make my heart smile. Winky of Stella. Oh, thanks, Jackie. So I'm not going to do everything. Let's put a little bit in the center of the little flowers. Oh, look, that center didn't get any color in it at all. Uh-oh. I gotta fix that. I missed that completely. There. Nobody knows. Except you and I won't tell anybody. All right, back to Wink of Stella. Add Winky on there. And then I'm just going to do a couple of the lines on the bigger flowers. Now, don't forget, I have those card kits to give away. Don't let me forget to do that before I say goodnight. And I'm going to stamp this again and we'll die cut out that little one. Okay, and a little bit here. And on the center of the leaves. I really like doing this on leaves, going right down the center spine. Dot the littler ones. Oh, I haven't done the inside yet. Oh, Lord. Here we go. There's the front of our card. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Okay, inside, but I need my stamping paper first. Where did I put? I had a piece. There it is. Stamping paper, and we're going to do the inside in the envelope. So there's what it's going to look like. Get my Petunia Pop out from underneath all of my stuff. Let me just put a few things away here. Okay. Oh, now isn't that interesting? I just realized that I did the centers of those flowers yellow. Oh well. Okay, so I'm just going to run some of these up the side of the inside and on the envelope. And I'm twisting them so that they're not all going in the same direction. There we go. Now we'll get the Summer Splash out. And there's an itty bitty, teeny weeny, tiny leaf. And I'm just going to fill in amongst the flowers. Just add a little bit of contrast. And because it's see-through, it's really easy to do. There we go. How's that? Pretty cool, eh? Let's do the inside. Now I left a lot more room here in between, so we'll get lots of leaves in some of the spots. Oh, look at this. I've got mung on there. And if I know me, I'm going to get that on my card. So let's just wipe that off. There we go. Oh, Norma checked and she ordered them. Yay, Norma. Yes, it's a fun bundle. And it's going to be one of our featured sets in the Summer Creative Escape. And we're going to do, during the class, we're going to do two different things other than this full thing and then color it. Now, there is one that is the early bird bonus card. And that one has got, oh no, I changed my mind. We're going to do the full coloring one in class. And then the one where we use just the little flower is the bonus one. Nope, that's the spotlight. There's a spotlight technique, and I think, never mind. We're going to play with them anyways. Okay, so there's the card. There's both of them together. And now I'm just going to grab some more white. Grab a piece of white. And we'll stamp the big. Okay, I don't want to use this big piece. So let's just cut this down. Because I don't want to stamp the whole thing. I just want to stamp that little flower and then die cut it. Okay, so there's the paper. And I'm going to grab this. There we are. Okay, and need my Memento ink. Whoops. Ah! Oh, look, I even had dimensionals on the back of my ink pad. Uh-oh. That just pulled the... I have to take those labels off of there. I haven't done that yet. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Lena. Okay, we're going to ink up that center flower like that. And I'm going to stamp, make sure I get that flower on the paper. Every time I do this now, it's going to be, oh, look at that. Okay, so now there's the die to cut that out. And Post-it pieces. Let me steal them off the last one I did. And we'll die cut just this little one out. So if you were to do that silver and white card, you would stamp in Versamark and emboss in silver embossing powder, and then cut it. Then so there we are. And you can see that they left enough room around the outside edge of that flower that you don't have any of those connecting lines from the image. So you see here where it's not connected, that's where it cut it out like that. And then you can use the masks and everything to color this, or you can use your Stampin' Blends or whatever. And then what Pat said she did was she just put it on top like this and popped it up so that there was a bit of a 3D effect on there. Pretty nice. Okay, now card kits. I have 9. I've got my list. So this is A. I have 4 of them. Now they include the ribbon, but they do not include the bling. And then there's 5 of B. So the first 4 that comment A will get A, and the first 5 that comment B will get B. I will mail them out to you. And so these are pieces of the refill kits from the January paper pumpkin kit. Now, what was that called? Does anybody remember? It was something or other lavender, right? I haven't got the box anymore. Okay, I'm trying to find my pencil because it's coming in. Okay, Wendy B, Holly A, Lena A, Nadine B. So Wendy B, Holly A, Lena A, Nadine B. Anybody else want one? Now, Valerie, I got a message that you're watching and you can't comment, so make sure you send me a message. And I will get, if you want one. Okay. Lena, Nadine, Eddie. If you don't want one, can you please tell me you don't want one? Because I'm going to reserve the last one. Okay. Now, if Connie is the alternative for the B, if Valerie doesn't want B. So I just, because I know she was wanting one. So come on, Val. I'm just going to send her. She said she can't comment. Card kit, question mark, there. Oh, there's Valerie wants A. Okay. Val, Connie. So there's one A left. And Norma wants that. Okay, they're all gone. Awesome. So those of you that are local, Holly, Norma, ooh, that's it. They'll be ready for you. You can pick them up. I will stick them outside on the porch for you. Everybody else, I will try to get them in the mail before I head out. That takes that pile of cards off my desk. Thank you so much. All right. So there's our evening together. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I'm just getting myself set up again. Lovely as the cards are, I won't have time to make them for a couple of them. Oh, Carmen, are you feeling better? I know now you have to pack and move, but I hope you're feeling better. You're very welcome, everybody. That's awesome. So if you are enjoying my video, I would appreciate it if you would hit those emojis. And you can't share it from my VIP page because it is a private group. But you can, if you're watching on YouTube, you can always share my YouTube link. And if you're watching live, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. If you're catching the replay, I do appreciate you spending time in your day to watch my videos. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that right there, that subscribe button, and it will tell you when I upload videos, because some videos I don't post anywhere else except on YouTube. And if you're a subscriber and I put it in there and it is public, you will get notification when nobody else will. Good night, Nadine. You're very welcome, Eddie, Connie, Lena, Holly, Norma. Okay, now Carmen had a setback. Oh no, a couple of days ago, so back to taking. Oh, Carmen, you've got to take better care of yourself, friend. You're very welcome, Janet. Yes, Jackie, you need to get Thoughtful Wishes bundle. I agree, because that die is amazing. And Nadine, yup, you need to put those dies. I'm showing them to you, but you can't see them because I don't have them highlighted. Look at this. Just look at that die. There's other dies too. So there's leaves and there's this one. This one has flowers on it. This one cuts out one of the stamped images. So there's a die. This is the stamp set that goes with it. And I love the sentiments in here and I love the fonts. You're welcome, Wendy. You're very welcome, Jackie. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And tomorrow night in the Creative Escapes, I'm going to be playing with this bundle again, the Layers of Beauty bundle. And I'll go over there right now and put a post up, and you can go in and comment and tell me what color combinations you'd like me to use. I'm not going to make a card tomorrow night. I'm going to have a bunch of images stamped, and we're just going to play with colors. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you in my craft room real soon. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now. Oh, wait, I have to figure out how to end this now because it's different. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.